Retribution is at hand. Those who have scorned us
shall once more be banished.
What?
For this we have decreed.
Hello?
Your impotent rage is
Excuse
our gratification.
Live from Austin, Texas, where we're part man, part machine, and all gay. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hi, Danny. Thank you for that. Yes, I am.
Yeah, that sums it up, I think.
Yeah, that's about right.
We're here to celebrate the hero of American folklore tonight. That's right. It's RoboCop. A hero for the modern era. I can't think of any other heroic figure who has emerged in the last few decades that's as beloved as RoboCop.
People love RoboCop. They see RoboCop and they're just like, oh my god, RoboCop.
Yeah, I like this. He's a guy who's made of metal. He can shoot the bad guys, and that's about it. So a whole bunch of games were made about this guy, and we're going to dive right in just a few seconds. First of all, welcome everyone.
Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in to another Retro Pals Wednesday Showcase stream, as supported by our patrons on patreon.com.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, patrons. I appreciate it. Right off the top, I want to thank Stephanie for a donation just before the stream. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah. And Alex, I think you have some new subs and people to thank, so take it away.
Yes, I certainly do. Thank you, Hectara Danger, for the 55-month resub. He is a robot. He is a cop.
He is a robot cop. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you for the sub.
19 for the 50 bits.
Hey, Sepizai, welcome.
You Smebblebur, 81-month resub. Geesh, yo, I'm about to eat. Yeah, what the hell, fried chicken?
Thank you, Smebble. That's a favorite of mine, the RoboCop Korean fried chicken commercial.
I love that. I want to eat the fried chicken.
A classic
so
of
bad.
internet.
Thank you, Halibut Barn, 44-month resub. But where are all the Robert Cop games? He died.
Well, I was going to say there's probably a bootleg somewhere, but no.
No, he died.
Robert
Sorry.
Cop is dead. Sorry you had to find out this way, but thanks for the sub.
And thank you, Cinco Play, for gifting 2 subs to the community. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Cinco Play. Okay, RoboCop. It was a movie in like 1987 about a cop who came back from the dead as a cyborg with the superhuman ability to shoot dudes in the dick. That's basically all you need to know about RoboCop.
That's true. That is all you need to know.
We're going to cover the RoboCop games, because it turns out the movie was kind of an unexpected success to the extent that anyone who licensed the property to make video games or toys or anything with, they made a huge payday because they paid basically nothing for it and got nothing but profit.
Nice.
So, let's cover the games of Ocean, of Data East, and most of all, with the original arcade games. But first of all, let's see how our patrons voted this week. Yeah, I did it.
Robot
I figured
versus robot.
I figured it was a showdown for the ages. We tested out this concept like 30 years ago. I decided to bring it back. Turns out RoboCop, a little bit more popular than the Terminator, at least among our patrons. Okay, this is it. We're down to business. Okay. Alex, show me the one and only slide for this stream.
Boom.
There it is. RoboCop, the freaking arcade game. Do you remember this thing? If you were around in arcades at a certain time, you remember this thing, or at least you remember the sounds that it made. This thing was quite loud. If any arcade had this machine, you would hear all the digitized yelps and screams and gunshots and stuff. But basically, this game inspired every single RoboCop game that came after it. There was very little evolution in terms of gameplay for the series. Every single game that came out was aiming for the success of this original arcade game to some extent. So why don't we play it?
Hell yeah, let's freaking go. It's time for RoboCop.
It's time for RoboCop. As envisioned in 1988 by the Data East Corporation, of all people to spearhead this whole franchise having a big video game presence, it had to be Data East.
It just had to be.
Yeah, turn up that desktop audio. I have the game volume balance just how I want it,
Okay.
but turn up the desktop all the way.
There we go.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
Okay.
Remember those 3 things, Alex.
Okay, but I forgot about it because Obscuratory donated 100 bits and said Robo want an Oreo, and now I can think about Oreos.
RoboCop.
Robo want Oreo.
Robo want
Thank
Oreo.
you, Obscuratory.
Goodbye, Bitrate. Command.com.
Yeah, this robot runs on DOS or some shit. Let the memories of this wash over you, because this was quite a popular arcade cabinet. From your
Foxy
local
lady.
gas stations to your local dedicated arcades, even with places that didn't normally have arcade games, if they had one machine for a time, it was gonna be RoboCop. So let's show off the first little bit of this game, why don't we? I need to focus for the screen. Thank you. Near 1990, old cop killers are running loose off.
Oh,
Murphy is now in part. RoboCop, the ultimate. You get all that?
downtown.
What was that? Some dudes were already dead at the start of the game. Did you see that?
Yeah, did you do that?
No?
Did you kill them? Okay.
I've never seen that happen before. That was cool.
Okay, RoboCop versus the Gremlins. I hate to say it, but I think RoboCop would die.
Yeah,
I think the
against all the gremlins, they would tear his ass up.
The Brain Gremlin would introduce RoboCop to like anti-cop philosophy and make him just go nuts.
Check it out, it's Chicken's Restaurant.
Chicken's Restaurant. I want Chicken's Restaurant.
I want to eat there. They got those dancing chickens, they're already fried. It's really nice. Man, I love this game. In preparing for this stream, I actually learned how to one-credit clear this game, but we're not going to see that tonight because it does take a little while, and I want to show off a whole shit ton of games while I have the chance. I will be attempting on-stream 1CCs at some point.
I like
so.
that instead of Sony and NEC, it's Sony and Neo.
Mm-hmm. Look, we got the RoboCop license. We're not going to get licenses for anything else.
Of course not.
Now, even for its time, pretty simple game. Single plane, run and gun, shoot 'em up.
What?
That actually isn't too hard to learn if you set aside a couple days. But even for its time, there were more complex, more graphically capable games. But this one was the one that got popular for whatever reason.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome.
I think it's mostly because of the digitized voices. Like,
Yeah.
as it's presented in MAME, this is accurate. You notice how all the digitized sound effects are like 2,000% as loud as everything else?
Yeah!
It's cool.
You are under arrest.
I like how you shot her with like 1,000 bullets and she's like, no, it's fine.
It's fine, don't worry about it. So here's how you play this game. This
Okay.
is one of the Data East games of its era, like Bad Dudes, where enemy spawns are based on where on the screen you are. So if you tap forward just a little bit, you'll be able to get enemy spawns right as they appear. But if you just charge forward, you'll be overwhelmed like instantly.
Oh, okay.
God, this is such a good freaking game.
You know, were there chainsaw guys in RoboCop? I haven't seen RoboCop in a while.
Maybe? I don't know. I actually watched RoboCop 2 a couple days ago for the first time.
I have not seen it. How was it?
That is a stupid movie. That movie could be 1% as stupid as it actually was, and it would still be one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen. But oh my god, it was like a parody of the first movie. So like a parody of a satire.
Delightful.
It had some good scenes in it though.
Oh, good.
Like when they tried to reveal a follow-up to RoboCop, and they tried like bringing back dead police officers. But every time they would like show it off on camera, like the new RoboCops would just kill themselves instantly.
Why is that so funny? I'm sorry.
Like one of them shot itself in the head, and the second one ripped off its head and like showed a screaming skull underneath. And they were like, "Man, police officers, they're just all about testosterone and machismo, and when they don't have that, they just fucking kill themselves."
I guess so, apparently.
I was upset at how often that movie tried to be funny and got away with it. Like, it was just so stupid. But it wasn't boring, I'll give it that much.
You are under arrest.
Hey, you're under arrest.
Okay.
Watch out, RoboCop. It's the criminal clown car.
Oh no, dude, chainsaws.
Oh, almost got it. Anyway, that's some of RoboCop the arcade game. Huge hit, and inspires basically every single game that's going to come after it on this stream. So I figured as a compromise, though I really wanted to do the one credit clear, I still want to show off some of my personal bullshit that I want to show off, so let's do that.
Okay.
Our next game is Automat.
Automat?
Yeah, put it on.
The hell is Automat? It's red as hell. Thank you. I asked for the 31-month resub. Dead or alive, you're coming with coffee. And thank you, Carmen94 for the 100 bits. RoboCop is a better representation of Detroit than Detroit Become Human. That's fair.
Thank you.
I think this is a, is this a bootleg?
Yep. Someone bootlegged Arcade RoboCop.
I like that it's called Automat. I think that's...
Look at that title screen.
Wow.
So I messed around with this just a little bit while experimenting with games to show off on the stream. And real quick, I want to highlight this because of the music. The music is completely different and probably stolen from something, but I don't know what.
It's so dreamlike.
It is. It has almost a medieval feel at points. But like, I really want to get to level 2 because you're going to love the music you hear.
This is so strange.
I also like how the game starts with you just being able to punch. Then dudes pull out guns and you're like, okay, fair enough. Gonna shoot your asses. Yeah, the sound effects are all messed up, the music's completely different. But I was able to complete this, even though MAME says it's currently non-working. So don't let the MAME dev tell you what you can and can't play.
Done. Yeah, the music does have a Sun 8 quality to it. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Maybe it was by them, who knows? This is boss music.
Cat and keyboard.
Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome.
Sounds like he cleared a stage of Ghouls and Ghosts. Alright, here we go.
Oh yeah.
You liking the RoboCop salsa?
Yeah. This is good.
I want to know what game this is stolen from. I suspect it's another Data East game, maybe, but I have no clue. If it's original, they did good.
Wow. What's with this jazz funk fusion?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be a Capcom song.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
that jangly feel that a lot of their games had from a certain era, like Speed Rumbler or something. Anyway, here's what happens if you don't edge forward in this game. Alright, enough of my...
Oh, we know it's from Capcom Section Z.
It's Section Z! Okay! Alright, I didn't actually know that. Cool.
Thank you, Code Man. That's good to know.
Man, now we know. Thank you, Section Z, for providing the soundtrack to bootleg RoboCop. Alright, let's start the actual stream. Let's go. So we'll return to the arcade eventually, but there is a certain thing I want to address. RoboCop's insane popularity in the UK, in particular. This is because a company called Ocean licensed this game, and they built their entire business on the success of RoboCop. It was released for ZX Spectrum. It was released for, well, a whole lot of things. So let's just start playing them. Let's start with ZX Spectrum RoboCop. Imagine, if you will, RoboCop on a UK microcomputer.
I'm imagining it. It's going to have some colors.
You would think?
Maybe a few, maybe 2 colors.
We'll see.
Hey, that was impressive.
Oh, this is loud for us.
Yeah, let's fix this. Hold on. There we go.
Now you want to turn this up for the folks.
There we go.
The song may sound familiar. In fact, the famous RoboCop Game Boy title screen music had its origins here on the ZX Spectrum. It's a little more laid back in this one. It wasn't yet in its fully formed Hot Jams form. But let's play RoboCop for ZX Spectrum.
Makes sense that Ocean got the license cheap and early.
Mm-hmm. And everything they licensed afterward was in pursuit of that RoboCop money. So when you saw them make 1,000 games based on Cool World, that's what they were thinking.
They're like, Cool World's gonna be the next RoboCop. We can see it in our eyes.
There it is. Some people say this is among the best ZX Spectrum games ever released. In fact, some people say it's the best one. And you know what? It's actually not that bad. I kind of like this. It does music and sound effects for one thing. And the action, while monochrome, still looks pretty good.
It's got some color. It's, you know, the border it has color and your power meter has color.
Mm-hmm. It's all about expectations, I guess.
Yeah, the functional adventures of RoboCop.
He's functional. But you can clearly see how this was informed by the arcade game. If not a direct port, they added different things like different ammo types and things. Stop shooting RoboCop!
You...
I was gunned down in a hail of gunfire.
Thank you, White Taxi, 51-month resub, Slowbocop.
He's a little bit slow. But he has a gun, so come on. I'm not gonna shit-talk him. I do notice that you pause for a really, really long time after you get shot. He has to really process it. And you don't want to run out of ammo. Ow. God, RoboCop 2 is stupid. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking of it like days later. Like a young cohort of RoboCops, like this 10-year-old kid. He gets shot and he's dying. And he's like, I think I'm dying. You know what that's right, like, it sucks. And then the camera turns to RoboCop, who, like, stares at the camera for a few seconds and he says, yes.
That's funny.
That's really funny. I don't think I'm ever going to see RoboCop 3, though. It's just...
I heard RoboCop 3. Chat says we're to avoid RoboCop 3.
That one just sounds like not even entertaining.
So if you made a RoboCop movie,
Yeah.
which we know that we have the money for, if you made a RoboCop movie, who would star as RoboCop?
Who would we get as a modern RoboCop? I
I
guess it would have to be me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, funnily enough, I was gonna say a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or a TikToker.
Well, I'm right here.
I know you're right here, so we're good.
I already work for the company.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get it together. Let's make a shot-for-shot remake of RoboCop. I don't think anyone's done that yet. But though this looks primitive, though this looks below the capabilities of something you may be familiar with, like the NES, it does play well, and here on the ZX Spectrum, it made a huge splash. And that's really all you need to know as context for all the games that are going to come afterward.
RoboCop. I like that Murphy was, like, #1.
Murphy is #1. So of course they made a RoboCop 2 game.
Well, of course. Based off of RoboCop 2 the movie, or just a sequel to the RoboCop game?
Oh, it's based on RoboCop 2 the movie.
Oh, good, good. We got more colors.
But is the in-game graphics more colorful? Is they?
Is they? So far, yes.
I like this music.
Me too.
Operation Thunder... Hey, they're advertising other games!
Hey!
Come on, you guys. You can't get away with that.
Combat School, Athena.
RoboCop is very blue in this, as he is in RoboCop 2, the movie, for some reason. He's a very chromium blue in that movie. New to this one is he can jump.
Oh, this looks blomby.
He's a blomby cop. And he jumps like it, too. One of the things I liked about the movie, sorry to harp on this, but it is very recent in my memory, is they actually addressed the whole concept of RoboCop being an inspiration for kids. Because this was a very, very gory and disturbing R-rated movie series that turned into like a kid's property. And in the movie, the corporate execs are all like, can't he be like environmentally conscious and give like encouraging words for the youth of today? And they give him all these different directives, so he has like 200 different prime directives instead of 3.
Oh no.
And it makes him crazy. In fact, that whole part of the movie, they like give him a gay voice for some reason.
That is so funny! Oh my god, what does that mean? What does that mean? I love that. No.
What I'm saying is, there should still be stupid movies. We should still have the freedom to make stupid movies. And we lost something without them.
Okay, but we have to give Terminator the gay voice next.
I want that. It's kind of like what they did in T2 when he was like, hasta la vista or whatever. But they went way, way, way too far with it. And it was pretty awesome.
Are you saying that hasta la vista was kind of fruity?
Well, in the sense that they made a cyborg say ridiculous things that he wouldn't otherwise.
Okay, no. Okay, fair.
That's what I meant.
I
don't know about this game.
I was just thinking of the flaming Terminator and loving him.
Looking to reboot these series? Of course you are. Anyone listening to this who can make those decisions? You're always looking for a reboot. I'm telling you, the new fresh ideas right here. I don't think I like this one as much as the original. It feels more slower somehow. And even though you can jump, it's like you have less control over your RoboCop.
Okay, hear me out for my Teen Wolf reboot.
Yeah.
So you know the part in Teen Wolf where they're all upset, they're worried that he's gay, and he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm a werewolf?
Yeah.
Well, what if instead he's both? And they're like, well, this is worse. And it's just like, well, you're homophobic. It'd just be great.
I think we're on to something.
Uh-huh.
So supposedly there was a RoboCop 3. And of course they made a game out of that too, because you got to keep the gravy train rolling. This one I was very amused by. Let's see how far I can get.
Hugh Bins.
That sounds like a pseudonym.
Huge Bins.
Neil Young, wow, way to go.
This is some classic Neil Young.
Oh, it's lovely. No,
wait.
Let me play the game. Okay, here we go. All right, so check this out.
Okay.
It starts off like this.
Full Mario block.
I shot it. Just to show you what I think about Mario.
Good. No more Mario.
The shooting feels really bad. Your reticle first has to pass over these guys, and it has to lock on before you can shoot, and you can't shoot otherwise. There's very little feedback. Which is a shame, because earlier RoboCops made it kind of satisfying to shoot dudes. You had that big fuck-off gun that fires in bursts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the coconut gun.
Okay, we could contact Nintendo and remake RoboCop with the Kongs.
Yeah. RoboKong.
God damn it, you beat me to it, RoboKong.
Mainly, I tested this out earlier. I just want to see where this is going. Like, what is there after this? Does this turn into a real game, or... I also want to emphasize at this point, even though these games were well received at the time, Ocean is not to be trusted.
No.
Do not trust Ocean. You'll find out why soon enough. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's gotta have arpeggios.
It's gotta have the arpeggio.
Welcome, Magombo. I'm shooting dudes.
Yeah.
Doing what RoboCop does best.
No Oreos yet, sorry.
Everyone loves that Oreo story, but Peter Weller insists that it's not true.
I don't know the Oreo story.
The Oreo story is, while Peter Weller was in makeup and basically unable to feed himself, he refused to act until someone hand-fed him an Oreo. And he said, Robo wants Oreo, supposedly.
I get it.
I wouldn't deny that if it was true. I would think it was funny in retrospect.
That would be very funny.
I'd be like, yeah, that was pretty funny, huh? Definitely fake. I want it to be true, but...
I want to be true as well, but, you know. I should demand before I stream. I should be like, Alex want Oreo.
No, you can't. You gotta do the stream first. Then you get your reward.
That's like, no, okay, but I did say I was gonna reward myself after the stream with a brownie, so.
Oh, that big one in the freezer?
Yeah, it was on sale.
There's huge dudes.
Huge brownies for huge dudes. So I had to get the big brownie.
Maybe he's just cannon shotting brownies into these guys' mouths.
Robo want brownie.
It sounds like a grenade launcher. It's like thump. Punk's advancing. But where? There they are. What if there's a scene in the movie like this?
Where you're just,
You just stand still and... What if there was a turret segment in the movie? Hey! Repair RoboCop. He looks kind of fucked up.
He looks like shit, Danny.
Sorry. Alright, we'll fix his head a little bit. Give his legs a new coat of paint. You think his body looking kind of scratched? Alright, we'll make him a little bit shinier. Let's fix his head a little bit more, too.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Magma Ram,
Wait!
75-month resub!
Hang on!
Witnessing our greatest gaming death to date.
That's really it? You don't get lives? You just... Okay. Alright, RoboCop. Okay, Ocean. I see how it is. I didn't know this would become a platformer, first of all. I just wanted to see what the end of the level looked like, but sure. Amazing.
Amazing.
They couldn't even think up names.
Name. Ah.
Alright, so RoboCop 3, maybe they weren't too thrilled about working on the series at this point. Luckily, there are many other games to cover, so let's move on. I thought about not covering this one, but man, I'm just way too curious. Did you know that they made a RoboCop game for the Apple II?
That's bonkers to me.
Let's see what it's like. I think of the Apple II, and I think, like, you know, Oregon Trail, or, you know, Karateka, or whatever. Ah, the fuck do you call these? Are they discs?
Yeah?
They're discs. Okay. It's always a different runaround with these different computer systems.
That's true.
What does RoboCop 2 look like on the Apple II? Or rather, RoboCop 1 on Apple II. When's this computer date from? Like 81?
I think so.
82, 83, somewhere around there.
They made a RoboCop for the dang Tandy? Boo.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm anti-Tandy.
Oh, this looks good already. Those big blocky letters. Thank you, Quicksilver.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Programmed by one guy who had a hellish 2 weeks, I'm sure. Many artists worked on this.
Who did the music?
I know the RoboCop story. Let's do this.
We're good. We know RoboCop.
Let's see what this looks like.
Let's see Robos.
I want to see that RoboCop.
RoboCop. Okay. Thank you, Nelson JD, for the
Whoa.
37-month resub. RoboCop, the future of not understanding media literacy.
Thank you.
Oh my God,
Look
Danny.
at this. Hey, Shaxpert, thanks for the
Thank
100
you.
bits.
Oh, the Tigers are playing good. Nice. And thank you, Kaboom, for the 25 bits.
I had another thought while watching RoboCop 2. I was like,
Uh-huh.
man, Detroit's really fucked up in this movie. And then in the credits, it was all like, filmed entirely in Houston.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
This is the arcade game. It's not trying to be the ZX Spectrum version. It's not bad. This is kind of okay, actually. Especially for the time and the platform. Oh, they got Chicken's Restaurant.
Oh, Chickens is back. It's so interesting that all these games are based off of the arcade game.
Yeah, they're all trying for the Data East arcade game. And the idea of looking at Data East as a market leader and someone to be followed is really hilarious to me. The Karnov people. The freaking Burger Time people. Wonder what the Ed 209 looks like in this one.
I bet it looks good.
If I don't get
Chunky.
generated. Crunchy sound effects.
I love how weird these graphics look. They're strange.
We're getting upwards of 4 frames per second here. There's also an MSX port
Wow.
of the original RoboCop, but it's a direct port of the Ocean version from ZX Spectrum, like monochrome and everything, so I'm not going to show that. The Amstrad CPC version actually looks okay. I think it looks better than the ZX Spectrum one, but very similar, so I'm going to go ahead and not cover that. I will be covering a lot of other ports, though. How do you jump in this? There we go. Look at the hang time RoboCop gets in this game.
I love that.
He just never descends. I punched the Ed 209 to death. Let's go.
He does a little gun twirl too.
Damn, this is great.
Good
Way to
job,
go,
RoboCop.
way to go, Apple II. It's way more capable than I thought it was. All right, so we've seen a whole bunch of games that look and play very similarly. Let's switch things up a little bit. Let's head back to the arcade.
Okay.
Alex boot MAME up again.
Alright, give me 1 second here.
Because this movie I can't shut up about because it's my new favorite movie, RoboCop 2.
You love RoboCop 2.
Also had an arcade version, which almost no one played. I never saw this back in the day, which is a shame because this game kind of kicks ass. Let's play the let's play that one, yeah.
This one? Okay.
There was a Japanese release that actually adds an entire prologue stage that was in the US ROM but disabled for whatever reason. If you want to see that, you can load that up. I'm just here to show off the English version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Digitized.
Yeah, that's RoboCop 2.
Oh, okay.
There's a character named RoboCop 2.
Danny, are you lying to me?
No, there's his arch nemesis in the sequel is RoboCop 2, the character. All right, I need to focus on the window for this.
Alright, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about this. Does RoboCop rap?
No,
Does RoboCop get rapped at? Like people rap at him?
no, but Data East's in-house band did make a rap album for RoboCop, or at least
Okay,
a song.
good.
That's what we were listening to in the pre-show. All right, so the best part of the game is when you insert a coin, you hear. You can just make him say RoboCop as much as you want. RoboCop cop. All right, now check this game out. Listen to this music.
This is good. Wow, this is so much better than the other RoboCop 2 games.
Yeah. They kind of went all out for this one, Data East did, of all people. Has large characters, really good animation, some amazing sprite work, actually. The music is of its time, so I appreciate that. It kind of sounds like the soundtrack to Sega's DD Crew, if you ever heard that.
Interesting that they're adding in the first-person section. I think they were inspired by, RoboCop 3? No. This is the destroyer from jail, like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, actually, it's hard to describe it otherwise. It's like a belt-scrolling run and gun, so a destroyer from jail, like. It's basically this, Destroyer from Jail, and Narc are all in the same genre. This one's a lot simpler than those other two games, though, but I think that's in its favor.
Is it just me, or is RoboCop kind of thick in this one?
He is. He's a big, beefy boy. Ow.
You got barreled.
What did he call me? They're saying something. He said trash pile or something.
Scrap pile. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not a scrap pile. I'm a RoboCop.
Honey, you are technically a pile of scraps.
Oh. All right, let's kill this guy. Check out his animations as I do this. He like looks behind him. He's like, oh shit, oh shit, and then he fucking dies.
Oh, he does die.
We crushed that man to death.
What did he do?
Drove a truck. I didn't like how it looked.
Did he drive one of those lifted trucks?
I guess so.
Okay, good.
RoboCop really doesn't like those.
Then destroy his ass. He probably drives like one of those lifted trucks with the halogen lights.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw a lifted cyber truck, oh, that would be so good. I would support it, just like I would support like someone I don't like getting into something I don't like because I'm like gonna have a bad time.
Look at this guy.
Chainsaw Man.
This guy, pretty sure he's not in the movie. He looks like he's from a Konami beat 'em up from around this time.
He does.
He looks like he's off the set of Crime Fighters 2. As far as dudes trying to approach RoboCop, this is a pretty good idea. I think a chainsaw might work. Yeah, you just save the gun for him and it's no problem. This looks kind of easy to learn. I haven't learned the 1cc yet, but it's surprisingly doable for a game of this vintage. They're usually all about munching those quarters. I have to show off the next stage, though. Oh yeah, RoboCop 2 is all about a new drug that makes everyone crazy.
Okay.
And there's a mastermind criminal called Kane who's behind it all. RoboCop eventually kills him, but they put his brain in RoboCop 2.
Oh no!
Anyway, there's a scene in the arcade where there's a bunch of arcade games that are all Data East games.
Good, good.
In this game, they're just throwing copies of Sly Spy at you.
That's fair.
Take me back to the junkyard. These guys
I'm
are
happy
rude.
for Data East. I really like the bisexual sunsets there.
Yeah, I want those arcade cabinets.
Really good.
Look at this, they got freaking air hockey
They
here.
do. It's really wide though.
They rendered a whole air hockey table. That's like a giant-sized one. Whoa, Hulk Hogan came out of that crate.
Rip. That is. Yeah, what the hell? I like the guy waiting outside. Like, yeah, I'm fine. Nothing's wrong.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to me.
Ah, he's dead.
You kill a lot of people in this.
Sure do.
I'll
take you back to the junkyard, is what he said. I finally got a good listen at that. Ah, this is fun. And it's not really like anything else in arcades at the time, other than, again, like Narc. Narc
yeah.
was otherwise a one and done. No one else tried. Alright, shall we move on? Now that we've had a nice, restful vacation to the world of RoboCop 2.
It's the RoboCop brother. Hey, Cartman.
Cartman, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, back to the realm of microcomputers we go. So RoboCop, when it was being released across the ZX Spectrum and arcades and so on, actually had a run on the Commodore 64.
Oh.
So let's play some of those games. May I see it?
Oh! I'm sorry. I wasn't showing Danny the screen.
I was wondering what you were doing.
I don't know what I was doing there. Sorry.
RoboCop on C64. I have a pretty good idea of what this is going to look like, but let's find out together.
Okay. Why is it so wide?
I gotta... it's a thing I have to do every time I start this core. What
That's
is it?
fair. I'll show chat how wide it is.
Yeah, look at this. Every time you start this, you have to like... No, that's not the one. Oh, I wanted aspect ratio. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's normal.
Now it can look normal. Let's load up that old Commodore 64 disc. And 15 minutes from now, we'll have a video game.
Okay.
No, wait, that was just for tape games, I think. How about R for RoboCop?
That's good. That's where RoboCop usually lives. No Rockman.
Yeah, sorry, no RoboBolt, no Robo City. We're just
No
pure
Robot
RoboCop.
Attack. Fuck.
We'll get to the robot games.
Okay, good.
So let's say you had a C64.
Okay.
Oh, shit! Another major release. Spread by acidics in Europe. Oh no. It sounds like a disease or something.
I think we're okay now. Yeah, boy. We got cracked crunch.
Yeah, we got cracked here hardcore.
That's a good color.
Ooh. Music and graphics.
Damn, Sean. Torment, alienation,
Wait a minute.
frustration, fear, depression,
Hey,
general.
hang on. Let's get another look at that. Alienation, angst, misery, frustration, torment, despair, depression, pain, life in general. Alex? Is Ocean okay?
Thank you, Adventure Avengers 26 so I don't know about this.
Alright, so maybe the people working on this were going through it, but maybe this port's not so bad. There's a lot of the same names I saw with the other ports too, so I guess they were working on multiple versions of the game at once. Probably under a strict time crunch. This music's pretty good. Whoa! Wait, you just get one life? No, we're doing this again. What's the critical consensus of this, I wonder?
I don't know.
Any C64 heads want to tell me what you think about this game? I don't think this had the impact that RoboCop had on ZX Spectrum. But who's to say? I like the Pitts store.
Yeah, that was in the other game too. What is Pits?
I prefer Chicken's Restaurant. Good drums, actually.
Yeah.
Doo, 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 doo. And then that's it.
Okay, so did you know about Danny? There's apparently a gigantic bug that makes the game crash when you get to stage 3. So the developers made it so you don't have enough time to finish stage 2.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant solution. I didn't know about that. That's cool. RoboCop 2. Arcade version's great. ZX Spectrum version, less so. Cesspool and Custard present RoboCop 2. Cesspool and Custard, huh? Also trained, of course, and fully tested. All right.
Hotline.
Yeah, Cesspool and Custard. I can't think of a more UK name for a Cracktro group.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how 1990 works? XC?
I don't like that.
MCMXC. That just that rubs me the wrong way. Press stop to skip to the next level.
Cool. Thank you, Cesspool. X before C is 1990? I don't like that. I don't want to know that.
Yeah, that is how it should work, but
Painting by numbers. Where do I know
doesn't
that from?
seem right. I don't know. I've heard that name before. What else of theirs have we played, I wonder?
Yo, that looks good. Okay.
That looks good, but if you're familiar with other versions of RoboCop 2, you may be shuddering at the sight of this. Because yes, if you're wondering where the fucked up NES version of RoboCop 2 came from, it came from C64. After I found that out, I was like, that makes so much sense, because RoboCop 2 on NES is fucked up. That is a fucked up video game. We'll see that later on. RoboCop is all slippery in that game. Controls like Buttercop. A separate but also successful franchise.
Casey Cop Buttercop.
Yeah, there you go. And he has that same fucked up momentum that he has in the NES game, so every bad thing about the NES game you can trace back to this. God, he's so slippery. He does not stop. Ugh. Oh no, I shot Andy Cap.
That was Andy Cap. What the hell?
I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Sorry, Krungo.
We needed Andy.
You have to arrest the Andy Caps, actually.
Yeah, are they smoking a huge cigar?
Yes.
That's so good.
I think they changed that for the NES one. I don't think Andy Cap is in that one.
They're like, no cigars.
He wouldn't stop.
Andy, this looks like it sucks ass. I'm sorry.
It sucks, but for a computer game, it makes sense, because the expectations weren't there for, like, a console game. Instead, NES RoboCop 2 is just this, which made everyone play it and wonder what the hell's wrong with these people. You're going to jail, Andy. No, and Andy Cap's gonna get away.
He's gonna
Get
huff
back.
that cigar.
The other bad thing about this game that applies to the NES one is you have to get a certain percentage of nuke, and you have to make a certain percentage of arrests for each level. If you don't meet those thresholds, you have to repeat the level. And that fucking blows. But at least it has Andy Cap.
Yeah, at least it's got the big cigar guy. I like him.
Man, even the level layouts are just like the NES one. This explains so much, but it's still a shame.
Oh.
Thanks, RoboCop.
I just imagine that if he fell in the water, he'd sink like a stone in rust.
Yeah. He would go, oh no, that's the end for Robo.
That's exactly what he would say.
Just like that. So of course they made a RoboCop 3. And now I'm wondering, like, is this its own original thing? Is this going to be a port of the ZX Spectrum one? What even is RoboCop at this point? Retribution is at hand. Those who have scorned us
shall once more be banished.
What?
For this we have decreed.
Hello?
Your impotent rage is
Excuse me.
our gratification. Your insignificance gaming second
Huh?
retribution is at hand.
Oh, okay.
Those who have scorned us shall
Cool.
once more.
That's cool, Legends. That's really cool. Yeah, they got distracted and stopped. They forgot what they were doing.
You're like, whatever. Huh, we're mad, I guess? I don't know.
Retribution is sweet. Those who oppose us will fall at our feet gaming.
Papa John did do that in Crack Show, yes. Crack Show should come back.
We need more beef among gamers.
No, we don't.
I don't think
That
there's
is the
enough.
opposite of what the world needs now.
All right, we got that music from ZX Spectrum RoboCop 3. Oh, yeah.
Sick. Okay, this
Big
intro's
RoboCop
great.
face.
Beautiful Robo lips.
He has such pouty lips, I noticed.
Doesn't he?
Especially in RoboCop 2. There's all these close-ups on his face. You can't help but notice.
Danny, huge fan of the kissable lips of RoboCop.
Well, he doesn't have any other features.
That's true.
It's just a visor and a pair of pouty lips.
There's a beef between furries and gamers on TikTok? That makes sense. Furries and gamers are always beefing. Instead of beefing, we should play video games.
Oh, it's this! It's this again!
Whoa,
Hey!
Okay.
Okay, alright, I can see what they're going for this time. This is a lot faster. And you can shoot without having to target a guy. So it's not just one guy popping up every 15 seconds. Like, there's a whole shooting gallery here, and it makes sense as an action game. The ZX Spectrum version was the bad version. How dare they? RoboCop owes everything to the Zeddy.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
I can't shoot for shit. Just let me shoot. You actually do have to lock on before you can shoot. That's very annoying. I'm running at 14% efficiency and dropping. Oh no.
Oh, Robo died.
Angst, depression, fear, loathing. Whoops with that.
I don't know what was with that top score screen where it was depressed.
Huh. Well, I wonder if this also has a side-scrolling segment where you die instantly. We're never going to find out, though. That's the RoboCop series on C64. Damn.
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 Let's try something different.
Okay.
Once again, we've seen a lot of games that look and play very similarly, so let's break it up with two games that came out on a platform you may not have expected. Why don't you load up MAME?
Okay.
Because we're about to play the Tiger handheld LCD versions of RoboCop 2 and 3.
Oh, God. Okay.
Original RoboCop did not get a Tiger LCD adaptation, but 2 and 3 sure did.
Hold on 1 second here.
And maybe these games will put the last few games in perspective. Maybe the C64 games will seem like masterpieces after this.
Oh, brother. All right. It's time for RoboCop 2.
On Tiger. There it is.
There we go. Okay.
We have a scanned-in background and everything.
Oh,
Wow,
looks,
Detroit has never looked better.
looks good. Yep.
There he is. So you can shoot forward, you can shoot behind, and I think there's a third button for shooting up. Yeah. Any questions?
No?
The shooting behind him thing is actually interesting because he did that at several points during the movie. That's like his new feature that he has in RoboCop 2. He can shoot behind him without even looking.
Oh. You know, I'm so glad these are emulated, but I hated these as a kid.
Yeah. All those well-meaning relatives would buy him for you. Thinking, oh, I don't have to know what system Little Johnny has. Your name's Little Johnny now.
Cool. I like your bending pickup animation.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like you see a cool bug on the ground and you're pointing at it.
You're under arrest for being a cool bug. Ah!
He set you on fire.
I'm getting roasted. Is that a boss? I guess so. Hey, I beat level 1.
Hey.
Yeah, they were okay if you brought them to school and needed to waste like 5 or 10 minutes, but man, these were so behind the curve in terms of everything. Like, these weren't even good even before Game Boy.
Yeah.
These things just make you think, well, maybe I should just read.
Yeah. It's like, for the price you get for that, you can get a used game, and it would be much better.
They're still pretty interesting to go back to. The guy in the window looks like Kyo from King of Fighters.
He does!
Want to play some KOF? What? Ow. I fell over and hurt my bottom.
Goodbye, RoboBum.
I don't think we need to play more of that. RoboCop 2 for Tiger Handheld. I shot too many innocents, dang. Nobody is innocent in the eyes of the law. Especially not people who play RoboCop 3 on Tiger Handheld.
Mm-mm.
I was about to say, this thing runs at 32 megahertz, but no, that's kilohertz.
Okay.
That's not very fast. Check this out.
It's so small. I love it.
This is the actual experience you would get with the unit itself. Try to put your thumbs on your computer screen or tablet or phone and try to play along with me.
Toot toot.
He still shoots forward. He still shoots back. He still shoots up. It's the exact same gameplay, just 3 instead of 2.
Okay, yeah. I thought chat mentioned it. Did you know RoboCop 3 features ninjas?
I guess so. I guess it does. Man, I wonder if it's one of those boring bad movies. I don't like that. I was kind of hesitant to watch RoboCop 2 because I thought that would be the boring kind, but man, it sure as shit wasn't.
I hate when movies are boring. I think
Yeah.
that's the worst thing a movie can be.
And like you feel obligated to watch the whole thing because you're already there, and it's just a big waste of time.
Danny, I'm sorry to say it, but RoboCop's bend over looks fruitier than ever. Look at him. He's like, ooh. He's got his hand to his face. He's just...
It's like that one part in RoboCop 2
Yeah, wow.
when he tells a kid, waste makes haste, and the kid says, go fuck a refrigerator.
Well, apparently 3 is boring.
Oh, no! Well, I'm not going to watch it then. I fell over and hurt my bottom again.
Oh, your bottom.
Sorry, RoboCop. And sorry to anyone who owned these as a kid. I'll stop playing them now. We don't need to share your pain with everyone anymore. That is one of the ways you could play RoboCop 2 and 3. One of many, many ways. But let's go back to a system that has more promise, more potential. Let's load up the FPGA Mister window again.
Okay. Get that bad boy up.
And let's play some NES RoboCop games. So finally, the NES, the Famicom, this is Data East's home turf. They overran the system with hordes of shitty games. Is RoboCop one of them? Well, can anyone who played it back in the day tell me? Resize the window first.
Yeah, I gotta resize the window. Sorry, Tess. Alright, Tess, let's go.
A range of emotions. Some liked it, some thought it was awful, some thought it was okay. Now, this is not a port of the arcade game. It's not a port of the ZX Spectrum or C64 versions. This is a Data East original from Data East Japan. And I think it could have been a little better. It's not the worst game in the world.
1 second. There we go.
Let's play this.
Let's go.
That doesn't look so bad.
Looks alright.
I've seen worse looking RoboCops. Oh, man. This is one of the mini games I bought from Funko Land when they were clearing out their NES games for 39 cents a piece.
Oh, nice.
This was barely worth. It was worth 39 cents.
Okay.
Maybe not much more. It's a side-scrolling platformer where you can't jump, and it's very difficult to climb stairs. One thing I haven't seen in the video games, I haven't seen any of the video games play up the fact that RoboCop eats baby food. I thought that was one of the funnier things about RoboCop.
Is that he eats baby food?
Yeah. Because he's RoboCop. And yeah, he shoots dogs in this one.
That's cool.
Is it?
I don't know. Dogs have had it too good for too long.
Let's take those fuckers down a peg.
Nah, that's not fair. Dogs are fine. I'm not eating my dog.
These dogs are evil, though.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I mean, there are guys going after RoboCop. Or maybe they're going after him because they smell the baby food on his breath and they're hungry.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
What does RoboCop have to care about dogs? They're not going to be taking chunks out of his metal skin. Maybe the
What if
dogs
they-
have metal jaws.
Yeah, what if they go for his face?
I guess so. They should have just given him a full visor, like with his improved sequel, RoboCop 2.
Yeah, why don't we have Gerber pickups? Where's Gerber in all of this?
Yeah. Whoa. Dog was booking it. What's the deal with this guy? You have to punch him or something? Fuck, I forget it. Oh yeah, it's this. Okay. I knew there was a trick to the boss, I just forgot it. This is a stupid game. And that's he looks really stupid when he talks, too. It's fine. It could have been better. I kind of wish it was more like arcade RoboCop, which I actually really like. Maybe if they had explicitly a scene explicitly where he eats baby food, then I'd like it more. He would say, good baby food. Still, about what you could expect from Data East Japan. And maybe they'd do better in the sequel if they developed in Japan, but they didn't. Instead, they handed it over to Ocean Software. They were like, you know what? You guys are doing such good work on ZX Spectrum and C64. Why don't we just port that right on over to the NES?
I like it looks like he's giving me the middle finger.
I don't think he has that spike in the movie, and he's not that shiny. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's just like extra shiny in the director's cut.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. You need to see it on Laserdisc the way it's meant to be seen.
Oh, this plays worse than the C64 one. Like, he accelerates faster, and he's even harder to stop. Alright, who are the guys I have to arrest? I think I just shot one of them. Ow, 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 ow! Do not punch RoboCop.
What's RoboCop?
There's Handicap. Alright. They censored him, unfortunately.
If Handicap is not puffing a big cigar, then what are we doing here?
Yeah, how do we tell him apart from the rest of the cartoon characters? This game and another NES game from Ocean called Darkman play very, very much the same. So if you really like side-scrollers with horrible controls, maybe check that one out too. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend it. Ow, ow. It punched me to pieces! And it still does that stupid thing where you need to find a certain amount of collectibles per level in order to clear it.
That's too British computer game for me.
Yeah, you gotta dial it back a little bit for the NES. I shot Handicap. I'm so sorry.
No, he deserved it. I'm sorry.
What if I just jumped over everybody? What if I just had enough of everyone's shit?
Just jump over him.
I think this is the best I've ever done. Hey!
Still does a gun twirl.
Let's see if I got enough nuke. I don't think I did.
You only destroyed 22% of the nukes, sorry.
Orders? Proceed to the firing range for testing and calibration. Oh yeah, it punishes you sometimes.
Oh no!
If it doesn't make you repeat the level, it makes you do these really hard shooting gallery segments. This whole game is pretty much a punishment.
Did you shoot the lady?
Yeah, well, I'm mad at my job.
Okay, fair enough. Just Rambo.
Cursor's so fucking fast. How did people play this? Oh yeah, these are ladies. Alright.
Yeah, you're shooting a lot. Pardon me, you're shooting a lot of ladies. You're shooting a lot of screaming women. I don't like that.
Look, it's hard for me to see the screen. And like I said, all are guilty in the eyes of the law.
What's she guilty for? Screaming?
Yeah. Noise ordinance.
Okay.
Out of ammo. Alright, how did I do? You have failed to attain enough points in the firing range test, so you must return to your previous assignment. This is hell. This has to be one of the worst NES platformers, and for no good reason. I'd have rather Data East like reskin werewolf or whatever. Just turn the werewolf into a RoboCop, no one's gonna notice. Fuck this game. But luckily they tried again.
What?
Anyone want to explain this?
Thank you, Cartman, for the 100 bits. This was RoboCop's canon event, and why he went post.
That explains it.
Makes sense.
The Splatterpunks.
Splatterpunks sound cool.
And luckily for this one, they decided, you know what, maybe we should make this play like a normal video game. So this one is a little bit better than 2. It's also one of those late-era release NES games with the red bar on the top.
Oh, yeah.
They tend to print fewer copies of those, and those tend to be a lot rarer on the secondary market, but I don't think this one is. I don't think anyone gives enough of a shit about RoboCop 3.
That's unfair. People should give a shit about RoboCop 3.
Yeah, why not? Not as bad as 2. I like this noise. Doomph. These enemies can take multiple missiles. Body unit damaged. I must be more cautious. What's your favorite RoboCop moment, Alex?
Probably when, I know I keep mentioning shooting the guy in the dick, but it's classic.
It is the most memorable part, yeah. Did you ever see the Lasagna Cat People's remake of that scene?
No, I saw that, I saw in our Discord it was posted, and people were like, that is a very graphic dick shoot.
It's so extreme. They redid the scene, except he shoots off like 100 dicks instead of just one.
Good.
A lot of good prosthetic work. Don't watch that at work.
Don't, please.
Kind of the level, or
No, you gotta get the phone. And that phone.
how is
That
this?
phone.
How is this serving the public trust? I'm just killing everyone. Okay, there we go. There's like 5 dudes in that trash can.
You get
Alright.
the body repair thing again.
Let's fix up those legs. They carried that across from the ZX Spectrum version for some reason.
It's a good mechanic.
I guess so. They do spend a lot of the movie showing him in repairs. I accept.
This is so NES. Oh my god.
Is this that that level from RoboCop 3 on ZX Spectrum where you just die instantly?
Yeah.
See, they at least give you a little platform to walk off of this time, instead of... Oh, there's only one life. Well, forget what I said. I thought I had multiple lives, that's why I did that. Oh well. Jay Bonar, nice.
Jay Ponar?
Yeah, Bonar.
Jay Bonar!
Uh-huh.
Wow, Jay Bonar.
That's RoboCop on NES. All right, let's take this to a platform that can really handle RoboCop.
Okay.
A platform where if you said the name of the platform and RoboCop together, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a match made in Robo Heaven." Let's play RoboCop for Amiga. This has to be it, right? ZX Spectrum, C64, they had their drawbacks. They couldn't really deliver on the promise of a robot cop. But if anything, the Amiga should be able to do it, right? Because with Amiga, anything is possible. Of course, they made 3 RoboCop games for Amiga.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try them out. Yeah, these also came out for Atari ST, and I think they were mostly the same. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that point.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
RoboCop has a
Okay.
British accent now. Ooh, I like these tasteful orchestra strings. Right, it's an old Detroit.
Okay, I think about it.
Yeah, it's a little bit wider than usual.
It's a wide boy, but that's okay. I like this digitized graphic.
Command.com, you should be running off of, Amiga Workbench.
True. Oh. Again with the foxy lady and the pizza to go.
Yeah? They got that across. We have to see if Chicken's Restaurant is in this. So, not a port from NES, not the Ocean version for ZX Spectrum. This is an arcade port. Which is good, that's what people wanted. There's those chickens. It's not Chicken's Restaurant anymore, though.
It looks like little potatoes.
Yeah, the potatoes are running away. RoboCop. I think he should say his name more.
He needs to eat more baby food is what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Danny, do you think smoothies are baby food for adults? I was just thinking that and then feeling bad because I had a smoothie before the stream.
I can see that. Anyone want to confirm?
No,
Are
don't
smoothies
confirm.
are smoothies baby food? Yeah, just walk over me, sure.
He just stomped on you.
What was I supposed to do? And then it calls me a creep. Better than the Fairchild Channel F, I guess. RoboCop on Amiga. Okay, arcade port, but not much more. What do you suppose RoboCop 2 looks like?
I bet it looks better.
Robo wants a smoothie.
Sorry, every time I see the I'm feeling lucky option, I'm just like never choose that.
Yeah, that's a stream ender. Ocean.
What a great game, it said.
Is it?
Well, it could be. Special effect. Oh, wow, that is special.
That's a nice looking RoboCop.
He's drinking energy cola. Did he drink Coca-Cola in the movie?
I don't think so.
Did he drink any brand of soda in the movie?
I really don't think so. Thank you, Andy and Paul and Keith. and Colin. I think to make a ZX Spectrum game, you had to have someone named Colin on staff. Oh, yeah, she was in the movie. She was cool. So this seems to be the ZX Spectrum game, but it looks way the fuck better. Graphics are way... Who's this Muppet? He waves his hands so fluidly. Help!
Help him! He's thirsty!
Yeah, save it for Pepsi Man. How do you do anything?
I like that he politely waves.
Yeah, the Cokes are health restores, okay. I don't know, maybe this is kind of sick. The graphics are certainly good. The animation's surprisingly good, too. Even if some elements are a little over-animated.
I like when it's over-animated. You shot the innocent man!
Well,
Screaming to live!
he shouldn't have been there.
Well, maybe you shouldn't murder.
I'm just trying to have a fun night. You guys just being a hater.
RoboCop... You think RoboCop's having fun? You think this is fun for Mr. Cop?
Actually, no, I know it isn't, but...
He hates his life.
Do you just run out of gas? My controls are reversed. Why?
Oh, you gotta reverse control pickup.
Why? How?
It looks like they shoot it. When they shoot it, it goes down. But I don't know how you would avoid being shot.
Yeah, because they respawn every time. Like...
See, you're good.
Oh.
I don't know!
I don't know either. Now my controls are reversed again.
Thank you, Carmen, for the 100 bits. Murphy died and was revived only to work forever. It's truly hell. I get it. I would be upset too. I wouldn't smile. I wouldn't be happy. If I died and I still had to work at, like, I don't know, Jack in the Box.
They loaded you up with prime directives that didn't make any sense. Serve the public trust. Make the little fried tacos.
And, don't get paid.
Yeah, and don't get paid.
I don't know how you're down there. I
don't either. Maybe this one's just gonna have to be a mystery. This looks better than the ZX Spectrum one, though. Looks like a nice little action game. Graphics are good. They tried with this one. Alex, are you ready for RoboCop 3 on Amiga?
Yes, it's gonna be so good.
You don't even know, do you?
I don't know. I don't know anything. We've established that in our stream.
Folks, Alex does not know about Amiga RoboCop 3.
I don't.
Well, Alex, check this shit out.
Okay.
When this thing shipped, it was such a big deal for Ocean that they packed in a dongle that you had to plug into your Amiga on the serial port or something.
Really?
All it was for security. It didn't add any extra gameplay features. It was just like, it made sure you didn't pirate the game.
Wow.
RoboCop 3D, it says.
Oh.
Type in the number, huh? How about 666?
Cool. And then they still cracked it, so that's good.
Yeah, they cracked it almost immediately, so that was funny. I think this was the only Amiga game like this, where there was just a literal physical dongle that you had to stick off the back of your Amiga. That didn't do shit. Sean Hollywood.
Sean Hollywood?
Paul Hollywood.
Hollywood.
They got the Hollywood brothers on this.
Vector graphics system. Okay.
The Maniacs of Noise. Yeah, the dongle couldn't have been cheap to produce either, so it was just a complete waste. Give me English RoboCop 3, please, and let's try the movie adventure first.
Okay.
I guess it's Delta City now?
Looking good so far.
I don't appreciate this Detroit erasure.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, this goes on for a while, so I'm just gonna page through this.
So
The
not
Splatterpunks. Uh-huh. Yep. Ports of a break-in.
Crazy!
Crazy!
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
That was neat. This looks good. It looks like the actor. Would you believe this game is in 3D, Alex?
That is so wild to me. I thought it would be because it was called RoboCop 3D and the vector graphics and everything. Wow!
Look at this shit.
Are you kidding me?
Here's the bad thing. This is entirely mouse controlled. So you have to hold down left click while you steer left and right, but still. Still, this betrays my every expectation for this, I'm pretty sure. I was just thinking, oh, they're going to make yet another side-scroller, exactly like the 12 ones we've already seen, but
Yeah, what the...
then they went and did this.
Ugh.
Fire hydrant. It controls a little bit like hard driving, actually.
This was done by a dev who primarily did flight sims.
Oh.
That is perspective. Okay.
There's other cars and stuff. You gotta chase down people in these high-speed chases eventually. And I've never gotten past this first scene, so we won't see very much of this, but there are other parts of the game I want to show off.
I thought you were gonna crash.
I thought so too.
I got excited.
I'm trying to crash. Maybe I'll crash into this building.
Okay.
This very cubular building.
Cubular bells.
Here we go! Ouch. Ow. Hey.
17, 14, 9. Ooh.
No, my cop hovercraft. RoboCop is dead.
Rip RoboCop. Well, it's Motor City mourns the death of RoboCop.
Poor RoboCop. And they're terminating the RoboCop project due to lack of funds.
They should be canceling the RoboCop project. Man, Paul and Sean Hollywood did pretty good.
They did, yeah. Alright, so luckily this has a stage select feature that allows you to practice some of the levels. So let's check out some of the other parts of RoboCop 3 for Amiga. Based on everything else I'd played from the RoboCop series, this was the last thing I expected for RoboCop 3 on Amiga.
Thank you, Carmen, for the 100 bits. Murphy's Cybertruck destroyed. Man, don't put that guy in a Cybertruck. That's so not unfair.
It looks like him, though. I'm sorry,
does.
RoboCop. I shouldn't have said that.
It does look like something the RoboCop would drive. Oh, man.
It was starting up adventure mode again, so I'm just going to go ahead and restart this.
Okay.
What is Rob Barry? Are you a bear?
Yeah, you're
and a
a bear.
robber? No, I can't get distracted. We have to focus.
Thank you, Mr. Larmer.
Retribution is at hand. All other crack makers, go fuck yourselves.
I love that. I love when it was all mad at us.
I can't believe the security access code was 420.
Damn.
What were they thinking? What were they smoking?
In Britain, cigarettes.
Yeah. Arcade action, please. What am I using my controller for? This is all mouse driven, even the other levels. That's my only criticism. The mouse control is very, well, you'll see. How about Crazed Punks Terrorize Neighborhood?
Okay. More splatterpunks.
Alex, in addition to this being a 3D driving game, would you believe it's also a 3D first-person shooter?
Oh my god.
You push right mouse button to move forward, And I think you know what the left mouse button does. Hey! Oof! That didn't sound good. Have to give this guy a hug. Hug me. I think I hugged him.
You're good.
Help! Help! I'm getting out of here. I'm getting shot to shit.
Honey, you are very bad against the splatter punch.
I am. I'm just a RoboCop. I'm slow.
They're kicking your ass, honey.
If there's dudes around this corner, I'm dead. Yeah, it looks like I'm dead. I wonder how the rescue mechanic works. It's you can't just touch them. Do you shoot him?
They were glowing for a second.
Oh, I shot him.
Well.
And then I died.
Huh. How strange.
Motor City mourns the death of RoboCop. I'm not done with this yet. Believe it or not, there's more to this. So we've seen driving, we've seen first-person shooting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think another gameplay type would suit this game?
Shmup.
Well, let's find out. Because apparently in this movie he gets a freaking jetpack.
Okay. We're in the rehab zone.
He looks stupid.
Oh!
It's a flight sim, obviously.
Of course.
This control's really bad. I couldn't do shit in this level. I don't know what the buttons do. Did I shoot something? I gotta emphasize, though, really impressive stuff. Even if it's not great in execution, playing this back in the day would have just been incredible.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Rise, rise. Is there another RoboCop shooting my ass? I'll show him. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Help!
Honey.
Help!
Warning, low altitude.
Oh no. I tried dragging the mouse every single direction and none of them were the right one. I tried to pull up. Well, it looks like RoboCop is fucked up again. In addition to being a bad driver and a bad first-person shooter, he is also a bad airplane.
He was a shitty airplane.
There's one more gameplay style in this.
No way.
There's one more gameplay style that's specific to the final stage of the game. Cartman, thank you for the 100
Thank
bits.
you for the bits.
Andros has declared war. Well, looks like Cornelia's fucked. Android versus Cyborg duel. All right, what's your guess as to what this is? We have a guess for RPG.
I'm going Mech Warrior.
Okay. Fighting game. You were close.
This is what?
The actual answer is Resident Evil Tank controlled fighting game. That's how this controls. I forget how this works. You use the arrow keys for this.
Alone in the dark, like, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So they made RoboCop 3 for Amiga. Every game. They made every game when they made RoboCop 3 for Amiga, including some genres that didn't really exist yet. Unfortunately... Oh, can I pull out my gun? Where's my gun? One of the buttons has to be gun, right? Is it G? Whoa! Whoa, what did I do? What did I do? I haven't seen this. Hang on. He won't stop. I entered wireframe unstoppable RoboCop mode, and now he's just walking off. He won't stop. He's just spinning in a circle.
That ninja's got your number, man.
Can you please stop, sir?
Sir? Sir? Hey,
Oh,
went
oh,
back.
what button is that? It's on the second row.
Okay, you got it.
All right, good. If anyone has ever completed RoboCop 3 without cheating, please contact the UK Board of Gamers for your medal. Well, some kind of action is occurring off screen. RoboCop has to install microwave ovens. Custom delivery. I don't think they're... Wait, well... Huh? Huh? RoboCop? Hey, he's back. He's gone. He's back. He's... I'm just gonna call it here. RoboCop 3 for Amiga is the best, worst video game of all time. They tried to make every video game. None of them are comprehensible, but they're all technically impressive and incredible. So get out your dongles for this one. That's all I got. Blat. Blat. What else haven't we covered? Oh, man. Okay, I got some shit for you.
Okay, what's next?
You want to see some shit that I didn't know existed before last night?
Yes, I do.
How about we play Gangjo RoboCop for MSX? Anyone know about this one? I didn't even know this was a thing. This is a Korean exclusive RoboCop game. Let's check it out.
Is this is this the RoboCop that sells fried chicken?
I think it is, yeah. What the hell? Yo, I'm about to eat. Oh, okay.
This is so charming so far. Aww.
So, it uses graphics from NES RoboCop 2, but it doesn't play like it, thankfully. You have a gun and you can shoot open these item containers for items. This one was entirely new to me. I don't know where it came from, who made it, or why. It's probably unofficial, right?
I'd assume so.
This music sounds like it's lifted from somewhere, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! I didn't see that coming. Farewell, RoboCop.
You got killed by that hydraulic press from YouTube. A celeb got you. Sorry, I'm watching a lot of YouTube shorts, and they really like recommending the one.
Fast! Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! What happened?
You went too fast.
I got skeletonized! Wait a minute. I guess there is a human skeleton in there, but that wasn't really explored during the events of RoboCop. Man, I can't believe celebrities get to hydraulic crush things.
I can't believe that the guy's trying to kill you.
God damn it!
Oh, man.
This is impossible. This is more impossible than the ocean games. You just get crushed. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, let's try one last life before I forget this game exists. Just goes to show the enduring popularity of RoboCop. You don't have to have a license to have love for the robotic cop. Nope. I'm not gonna fall for that.
Nice.
Sent that guy to heaven. What the? Oh my god.
It's happening again.
He drank too much soda. RoboCop gets like this. He can't handle caffeine.
You just narrowly avoided a crush.
Alright. Gangjo RoboCop. A Korean exclusive for the MSX1. Thank you to whoever made that. My life has been enriched.
Has it?
A little bit. I'm feeling a little bit enriched. Don't you?
No.
Let's play some RoboCop games on Game Boy.
Okay.
That'll enrich you.
All right. I'm waiting to be enriched. All
Directive 4, no more caffeine. That one's classified. Wouldn't you know it? That RoboCop, you can't stop that guy. And here he is on the freaking monochrome Game Boy with a whole bunch of video games. Let's play RoboCop 1. Listen to this.
This is Amiga Jams, yeah.
The thing about this song that I think is kind of funny is that it's really good. It's very tuneful. It's very memorable. But like, you know, all those retro game songs where people were all like, "Oh, they didn't have to go that hard. They went so hard for the theme song for Pictionary on NES." All those songs are all like these really fast-paced, virtuosic pieces where they're just like putting arpeggios all over the place and rocking out on simulated electric guitar. And this one is just kind of a sad song for sad robots.
It is.
It's so down-tempo. It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of a bummer, but it's also, I don't know, how do I describe this?
This track was used in a washing machine ad in the UK at the same time this game was out. That's
Yeah, for Ariston. Look up Ariston on YouTube and you'll see it.
really, they really loved this song, man.
It's sad beautiful. It's melancholic. That's a good word for it. Which, not really the way you describe these old video game soundtracks that are really highly regarded. Usually it's like, oh, Tim Fallon was on crack when he made this. Meanwhile, this guy, he's just like, he probably had a breakup or something.
Yeah, no, I saw a joke about this. I forgot where I saw the joke about how this man must have been divorced when he composed this.
This is the theme song of divorce.
Yeah, this definitely, I get you, Wire Mother. This definitely sounds like RoboCop sitting on the beach, watching the sun go down, contemplating his life, maybe feeding some seagulls.
Yeah, like, I preserved justice today, but am I truly happy? Dun 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 dun. Well, let's play it. Amazing song, though. And wouldn't you know it, it's the exact same fucking game we've been playing for the last hour and a
I was gonna
half.
say, it's RoboCop.
It's not the arcade game, it's not the ZX Spectrum version, it's somewhere in between. It's its own kind of thing. I don't think you can run out of ammo in this version, for one thing. And you can jump, which is pretty nice.
It's nice. Sale.
Sale. I miss Chicken's Restaurant.
Me too.
A chicken restaurant run by chickens. How perverse. I know what this is missing. This doesn't have handicap.
It doesn't.
You can't arrest a smoking handicap in this one. Also, I think the stairways are just ornamental on this version.
That makes sense.
So even with a banger soundtrack, the one thing this game wanted to be was RoboCop Arcade. And it kind of succeeds. It's a little bit like it. Plays decently. Here comes all the dudes. We got him.
Good.
Oh man, are we gonna do it? We're gonna do it! We're gonna shoot the dude's dick off! Come here, you. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You killed her.
Look, my calibration was off. I did my best. It's the thought that counts. Anyway, RoboCop 2 on Game Boy. Whoa, that was cool. Did you see
was
that?
Cool. Yeah, it went fast.
Hang on, hang on. Has anyone else done this with the Nintendo logo? Look at that.
That's sick.
That's really clever. Yeah, I deserve all the Mannings for that.
Yeah.
I'd seen the movie. I knew what to do. I just panicked. I don't know. It looks kind of like the C64 RoboCop 2.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
There he is giving us the finger again.
Kane's gang.
We must stop Kane. Let's play the game. What the fuck? Okay, so this is in the vein of NES RoboCop 2. It has the same graphics. It controls better? No, much worse. It controls much worse. Your momentum, it just starts and it never ever stops. You just keep on sliding.
Why? Why did they do that?
Because you're RoboCop. You're just a slip-slidey man. Well. Look, RoboCop Arcade is the only one I'm good at. Oh, no. Old Hostage Killer Murphy, they call me. I don't know. I can't really say whether this is better or worse than the NES one. They're both kind of shitty garbage. Boy, are you slow in this. Ugh. Oh, RoboCop's joints are getting pretty stiff today. How many shots? Whatever. I'm done with this. Get out of here. I wonder if you have to fulfill a certain percentage of pickups. Glub, glub, glub.
Protect the innocent.
Uphold the law. Glub, glub, glub. Alright, Alex. It's time to enter a new realm. In the 90s, Dark Horse Comics had the brilliant idea to merge RoboCop and the Terminator with a series of comics called RoboCop vs. Terminator.
Okay.
Then they made a bunch of video games about it. I like this stream because there's not much history to dive into. It's just like, well, they combined RoboCop and Terminator. What else do I have to say?
You're like, this is RoboCop and Terminator.
And here they're about to kiss.
Mwah.
They're right there. They
really are.
they're just, something's about to happen. Some sparks are about to fly.
Okay, we didn't get to it, but apparently there was a bonus stage in the previous game we played where there's a sliding puzzle. The sliding puzzle is a picture of his family, and you have to do it to remember your humanity. God, I'm sad we didn't get to it, but I'm glad we're moving on here.
That rules. So we covered this on Mascot Friday, and this is one of the few games I played on Mascot Friday where I played it enough to accidentally finish it. This is like a 20-minute long game. And I thought it wasn't too bad. Especially when you consider all the other RoboCop games there are out there. This one is okay. You can just run and shoot. It doesn't look very good, though.
No.
This is not the best looking. Okay, the punks look good.
Man, that fire's getting your ass.
Detroit's always on fire. Detroit, aka Houston, Texas.
That's so funny. It was filmed in Houston.
Yeah. It was really impressive how dirty the city streets looked in that movie.
I've been to Houston. Houston is like, it's a nice city. There are parts of it that are a little grimy, yeah, but it's a big city. It's fine.
Giant spider!
I guess 80s Houston was like nasty city. I don't know.
It looked pretty grody.
Yeah, that's fair.
That and all the kids out there committing crimes.
Yeah, it's no good. Houston has an urchin problem.
Yeah.
Where the street urchins will come around and be like, "Oi, Gov, time to take your money."
You can't run a gun store without a freaking Little League team taking all your your merchandise. That happens in the movie.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish Little League teams would do crimes like that.
Boy, this sure is a licensed Game Boy game. It looks a lot like something Imagineering would make, but it's not them. It's a company called Unexpected Development. Who I want to say made the unreleased Home Alone spin-off Kevin's Dream for Game Boy. I want to cover that someday. That was in the Nintendo Giga Leak.
Nice.
Thanks to all the hackers out there who leaked that unreleased Home Alone game.
Thank you, hackers. Could you hack me up some... I was going to ask to be hacked up some money, but that always gets you in trouble, so I'm going to say no to that. But could you hack up,
A hairball?
Hmm?
A hairball.
We can get that free from Buttons anytime.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, hack up a RoboCop prototype where RoboCop is, like, kissing the Terminator.
Yeah. Give us what we all want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Man, even now, this is still kind of playable. I'm sad we ranked this below Bubsy, but also I understand. It's not a great game, but it exists. And
I think this is above Bubsy, but, you know, we can't argue with the audience.
maybe we should reevaluate.
We have a bunch of games we need to reevaluate.
Speaking of reevaluation, there's a game I freaking skipped that we need to play.
Okay.
So the other RoboCop versus Terminators, we'll get to those in a second, but I want to cover one of those games that was actually unreleased. There was an NES version of RoboCop versus Terminator. In fact, this is one of the first unreleased NES games that surfaced online as a ROM. Years later, groups like Lost Levels would preserve a whole bunch more of them, but this one was, I think it might date back to the early 2000s. Again, this was unreleased, so don't go looking for it. I mean, not at a pawn shop or anything.
Yeah.
Let's check out RoboCop versus Terminator for NES.
Unexpected Developments also made the Game Boy version of Beethoven.
Oh my god, that Beethoven game. We gotta cover that too. Now for my money, this has one of the most intense introductions of any NES game. They went way too hard for this. They went as hard as Tim Follin did for Pictionary. Check this shit out. Back. Before the junk took over. For a defense system gained consciousness and it unleashed its nuclear might, laying waste to a world of life. Back. Like, dude, calm down.
This is serious. Wow.
This is Nintendo. Terminate the fiend who started it all. To terminate Alex Murphy.
What?
Back. Prepare the Terminators. It's their last chance, their only chance. Initiate time displacement. Back in time.
This is sick.
It's so dramatic. Also, if this was released, this would have been the best RoboCop and the best Terminator game for NES, because all the released ones were fuck awful. Especially the Terminator games. No, no!
Ah.
Well, they killed John Connor. Monster.
Man, you're injured.
It was you. The whole world died because of you. Yeah, and the canon in the comic, it's RoboCop, where Skynet gets the inspiration for its AI takeover from.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So even though you're a tiny baby RoboCop in this game actually plays pretty well.
Who are a tiny RoboCop?
He goes around these levels that are kind of packed with detail, so it makes up for the tiny graphics. They're at least detailed.
Watch out for the slime.
And this is actually its own unique game. It's not the Game Boy RoboCop vs. Terminator, it's not the Genesis one or the Super Nintendo, which are their own unique games. They made a full-ass video game and put some effort into it, and then it was canceled. Now this is RoboCop. Conveyor belts, grinding gears, bullets filling the screen. Imagine if Imagineering was on this project. This game would have been shit.
God.
Instead, I think it was Internal Interplay, who I didn't know they made any S games. I guess they didn't, but they tried. No, Amiga droplets. Yeah, there's deadly drops this had to come from Europe, or at least be inspired by. For fuck's sake!
Aww.
Well, that's RoboCop versus Terminator, but check out this shortcut. Look at that.
That was sick.
Use that in your speed run.
Okay.
Okay, let's move along. We're almost through here. I'm actually making good time. I feel good about this.
Nice.
What do you say we move on to a different Nintendo system? Perhaps a Super Nintendo? A SNES?
They didn't make a Super Nintendo. Stop it.
Or SNES, if you prefer. Alright, which is it? SNES or SNES? Voice off in the comments.
I say SNES.
You're a rebel.
I am.
Now, one of the first games ever released for the Super Nintendo in the US was one we actually covered during our Super Nintendo launch lineup stream a while back. But let's go ahead and play this again. It's RoboCop 3. There might be more RoboCop 3 games than there are original RoboCop games. They sure focused on that sequel for whatever reason. Let's do it.
Let's go.
No story, just jump right in and start shooting. I don't know about this one. From what I've played, it seems okay, but this doesn't seem to be too well regarded among people who play video games, which is most of us. Anyone play this one? What can you tell me about it?
The music here was used in the bootleg Senna game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, real shitty RoboCop. Oh my god, yeah.
He's pretty blobular, he's pretty blobby, yeah.
We got some fans of the game.
It does seem okay. Like, nothing I'd go out of my way to play, but it does function. Controls seem okay. You can shoot dudes. Dudes are big and beefy in this one. Everyone's been working out.
Oh yeah, the way his arm is, he does look like he's holding a clutch purse. Like on his other arm without his gun. Like he's like...
Yeah,
I'm
clutching,
sorry!
He's clutching something.
That's the way my... Oh, that's how I hold things. Oh, honey.
You're a RoboCop?
No, I was gonna say he's a gay, but I think that's probably... It's a little fruity.
I think you like that one scene in RoboCop 2. Where they make him the gay RoboCop. Oh, what a funny movie. That's all I've been able to think about. I've not seen the RoboCop reboot. I hear that that's okay. Am I out of all bullets? What do I do then?
Let's keep on moving.
Excuse me, fellas. You all should get back to the gym. Oh, shit!
Ah, you died.
I got ran over. So, early Super Nintendo game. It's alright. It's fine. Not the best. At least it's not Ocean's Lethal Weapon, which came out for Super Nintendo around this time. But of course, there was also RoboCop vs. Terminator for Super Nintendo.
Of course.
If there's one lesson I want you to take away from this stream, it's that Super Nintendo RoboCop vs. Terminator and Genesis RoboCop vs. Terminator are not the same game. They are completely different, totally different studios working off the same source material. And this one has comic book style cutscenes featuring a young Mo Howard, apparently.
Yeah, that's Mo. That's Cyber Mo.
Oh no, it's a crossover with the Robonic Stooges.
Oh my god! Oh my god, Danny! RoboCop versus Terminator versus Robonic Stooges.
Never make that.
Yes, I will make this.
Anyone listening who has the rights to that, don't make that happen. Don't
Make
do
it happen. Don't listen to Danny. Listen to me instead. Make this. Make the Robonic Stooges come back. They're AI generated now.
That would be funny, actually. And here we are, back again, with RoboCop walking to the right and shooting stuff on a city street. This game is hard to get excited for after you've played the Genesis RoboCop vs. Terminator. This is just okay. It does what it says it's going to do. It's a video game that exists and has a fair number of secrets, and they basically checked all the boxes during development, but for my money, this isn't a great video game. Eat. There's dudes just eating in there while a war's going on out here.
They're hungry, man.
Oh. I guess Denny's would still be popular even while the war on the street is going on.
You know Waffle House would still be open during a Terminator war.
Probably. You could turn this up a little, I think. Anyone play this one? If so, what do you think? Again, like I said, I played Genesis 1 before this, so my opinion is tainted. Maybe this is okay in its own right.
It looks good, but you know, it's according to chat, it's missing something from the Genesis, like the Genesis.
Yeah, it's just it lacks that essential something that isn't really reflective in graphics or whatever.
Vague memories of Dad renting this at Blockbuster. Yeah.
This sounds like a dad rental. I rented Genesis Terminator. I thought that was okay. I don't think I rented any RoboCop games because, I don't know, not into RoboCops.
Yeah.
I think they should reboot RoboCop to be family friendly, like in the TV edit of RoboCop 1.
Okay. I've never seen the TV edit of RoboCop 1. Is it good?
Oh, it's so good. There's so much cussing in that movie that they have to dub over.
I love when they dub it over instead of trying to bleep it out. That's so good.
Like they replace asshole with airhead. I called my old man a lot of things. One time I even called him airhead. You're one bad mother crusher.
Really?
Yeah. Buddy boy.
The TV edit is free to stream on YouTube. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, you can check that out anytime you want. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little hard on this game. It's just that there are better alternatives. And this does do some things that are cool. The comic book style cutscenes, I don't think they look good, but it was nice that they tried.
It's interesting that they're doing it, yeah.
Yeah. And here we have the story from the NES version. A funny thing that happens halfway through this game is it starts off in like the 90s, but then RoboCop has to hack into a system. But Skynet was expecting it, so they freeze him in place for hundreds of years until the robots take over. And he just stands still for hundreds of years watching the world suck. He's just like, well, this blows.
That sucks.
Let's go to Genesis. Let's play some real RoboCop. We could do better. We can rebuild him.
Okay.
Remember that?
That wasn't RoboCop, correct?
Was it? I think it was.
I thought it was the $6 Million Man.
Shit.
You're thinking the $6 Million Man.
The $6 million RoboCop. Damn, I'm getting my cyborgs mixed up.
You are! $6 Million Man was the original RoboCop, except I don't think he did cop things.
First of all, let's check out RoboCop 3 for the Sega Genesis, because there can never be enough video games based on RoboCop 3.
I am getting a little tired of RoboCop 3. Is that okay?
No, you have to love it. This is Ocean's big cash cow. They're gonna exploit it. So Flying Edge was Acclaim's shit publisher brand, where they ran out of slots for their official publishing license and they invented a shell company. And guess what? It's the freaking Super Nintendo game released for Genesis a year later. Flying Edge also released Bart vs. the Space Mutants for Genesis, which is like some kind of gaming crime, I'm pretty sure. Fucking busted ass 8-bit Simpsons game showing up on Genesis.
How dare they?
Seriously. At least everyone's still buffing this one.
God, they're big!
I think this is the same video game as it was on Super Nintendo. There's probably not much to say here.
Yeah, this looks like pretty much the same.
You get more screen resolution, though. The characters aren't so big they take up the whole damn screen. I like that. That's about all I like here.
Yeah.
Let's go to the main show. Let's do what's arguably the best game of the stream. RoboCop vs. Terminator for Genesis. Brought to you by Bethesda Softworks.
What?
Yeah, they were wrapped up in this too. Bethesda Softworks, in collaboration with Virgin Games, who was basically the Earthworm Jim team. So, Tommy Tallarico and company. Actually, it was probably just Tommy Tallarico making everything, let's be real.
Everything, absolutely, absolutely.
This is how you make a video game. Avoid the bullets!
Got it. Oh, shit.
Look at this shit.
Oh my god, they explode in blood.
Yeah. Here we go. Look at the blood on the window. That's
Woo!
so artistic. Fuck yeah. This is a game where you just walk to the right as fast as you can. You're strong as shit, and you just make everyone explode with bullets. That's the core of the RoboCop experience.
Shoot people with bullets and make them explode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Karma, for the 100 bits. RoboCop's mother was very proud. Tommy Tallarico, yes.
What does that say? Tim's?
RoboCop was on his craze.
He was. Here's the video on YouTube.
This is my crib, and it's just like closet. Does he have a house?
Not
What does
anymore.
Obviously, but what does RoboCop do? Like,
I guess he just stays at the police station. Oh man! Okay, check it out. This is the best weapon in any video game. It's a grenade launcher, but you can change the direction of the grenades with the D-pad, so you can just have this cloud of grenades following you. That you can sick on enemies as they show up. Just like fucking get melted.
well, that guy died.
It's so stupid. But so cool.
So RoboCop just stays in a closet at the police station? Okay.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, these grenade mosquitoes. That's the kind of weapon where it's extremely stupid, but also extremely cool, so the fact that they actually put it in the video game and released it like that is... I gotta admire them for it. You just have a horde of explosive insects, pretty much. Game also gets pretty tough, but it's not like impossible or anything.
Well, that's good.
I think it's a satisfying challenge. I really like this game. You switch weapons a la Contra 3. Yeah!
Yeah.
How do I get my other weapon back? Yeah, I want my cloud of grenades. Yeah, this weapon's okay, but it's no cloud of grenades. He also goes really fast on these bars for some reason. If you're interested, there's also a code that adds more gore to the game, which, as it is, it's pretty freaking gory. I don't know how they got away with the MA13 rating for this.
What? It was only that.
Yeah, dudes just explode into gore.
This is way worse than Night Trap.
Freaking Lieberman never pointed out RoboCop versus Terminator as a
Yeah,
threat
what
to
the
kids.
hell?
Also, rip to that guy.
Oh yeah, huh?
No. See, if you're gonna be RoboCop, be ridiculous. Lean into it. It's already a freaking satire, so come on. Join in the fun. That's what RoboCop's all about, having fun. And shooting dudes in the dick. I forget if there's games better than this after, oh shit, there he is. I'm just enjoying this while I can.
Yo, look at the Terminator. He looks so cool.
Can he handle my grenades?
No, he can't.
He absolutely cannot. Got his ass.
They need to make a RoboCop versus Terminator movie, but I know it's not going to be as good as this.
They should totally make a RoboCop versus Terminator movie. Why haven't they? They've done Alien versus Predator.
I know, right? They've even done Freddy versus Jason.
Alright, enough having fun. It's time to go to the end of the RoboCop timeline when it comes to consoles and portables. From this point, there were very few RoboCop games. It was a desolate desert of RoboCop games. We had a shit ton of them in 92 and 93, but it wasn't until 2001 that we'd see the next one, and I'm sorry to say that the company that obtained the license to the RoboCop franchise was Titus. So let's play RoboCop for the Game Boy Color. Our old friends, back to torment us yet again.
Oh, I don't...
The Europe exclusive RoboCop on Game Boy Color. The hated Titus, the loathed Titus.
I'm loathing him right now. Ugh, fuck you.
So we jump right from RoboCop's so-called salad days, I guess, to whatever this is. Massive conglomeration of brain tissues and yeah, whatever. He's RoboCop. The crap days.
Hey, man.
I don't know if you remember what this game looks like, but
I don't. I don't remember anything.
Oh man, you're gonna love this then. Gang Wars. Last few weeks, it's been decades. Decades of gang wars here in Detroit. Even the Terminators couldn't stop it.
Damn.
Let's have a chat with Lewis.
Danny, is this a point-and-click adventure?
Partially. Partially, for some reason, it's a point-and-click adventure game. You talk to people, you do your research on your crime computer. You have email.
The idea of emailing RoboCop is really funny to me.
And then you head out to do your duty. Or... Oh, I have to read my email before that becomes an option. God damn it, alright.
Gangs are using unrecognized weapons and unfortunately are very effective against the police officers.
Troubled districts. It's cop language. Alright. I select it now. No, I have to go in here, I guess.
Your upgrades, honey.
Her name is Lazarus? Yeah, she's probably traced. Make sure to visit me if you're damaged. There we go. Now we can begin the mission. I don't know if you're prepared for what this game looks like if you've never seen it in action. We've seen basically the exact same game repeated 20 times over. RoboCop walks to the right and shoots a bunch of guys. Well, that changes now.
Is this?
This is RoboCop, the little blob in the bottom center of the screen, who's spinning in a circle.
Huh.
The world's teeniest, tiniest RoboCop. Oh, there's people wandering around.
Huh?
Can you imagine playing this on a stock Game Boy Color without the backlight screen? How would you see anything? Even the Game Boy RoboCop's got the right idea of having RoboCop be a big, impressive, imposing figure.
He's baby.
Here, he's baby. It's the baby blob of pixels. You could probably count the pixels in that man. His feet are like 3 pixels. I guess if you can get past that, this game's kind of okay. You have a map you follow, you gotta do objectives. I do like the flailing citizens who just kind of fall over themselves.
I love them.
I was hoping that guy would fall in the river. They get right in your way, like, ugh! RoboCop, help! That guy start crying.
He did!
Guess I would too if a robot cop just started stomping through and shooting everything.
Is this Syndicate? I was gonna say this reminded me of Shadowrun, just to piss Danny off.
Oh my god, don't even.
Thank you, Kyrick, for the 6-month resub. It's happy year, thank you. Hi, pals. Hope y'all are well. Did y'all play the NES one? Yes, we did.
Oh yeah, we played
did.
NES RoboCop 1, 2, and 3, and I think 1 may be the best one. Even though that's not that good. This isn't RoboCop. He's doing objectives. He's tiny. He's barely capable of handling himself in a firefight.
Danny, this RoboCop is baby. I'm sorry, I don't like to say it.
It's
I hate to say it.
It's Baby Cop. How dare you, Titus? There's not much else to see here. I guess there's some story. They put some effort into making this a mission-based video game that can be enjoyed for a long time.
It is a mission-based video game.
They did do that. It's not anything I want to play, though. However, there is another. Did you know that there was an unreleased RoboCop game for Game Boy Advance?
This I did not know.
I didn't know this until last night. This was apparently dumped as of 2 years ago. This is on hiddenpalace.org if you want to pick up a copy.
Ooh, it's fresh.
A literally unreleased, entirely original GBA RoboCop game. Let's check it out. Can't be any worse than the Game Boy Color one, right? They had
It
to,
really can't.
unless they made that game again with the tiny overhead view Baby Cop. Fucking, where did I put this? There it is. Yeah, this
Put
got
it on the FPGA Mister.
yeah. This got previewed back in the day, but never got released.
Oh, I saw Titus.
Yeah, Titus is still involved, so let's keep our expectations in check.
Very low.
Hey, I'm the bastard who makes the games you hate.
Yeah, we do need a game based on Blues Brothers 2000. Planet. I think it would be funny if one of these games got the prime directives wrong.
Yeah.
Prime directives: get 8 hours of sleep a night. Eat a balanced diet.
I'm trying, RoboCop. God.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
The OCP has started evicting all the city's residents in a violent manner.
Uh-oh.
RoboCop is now considered an outlaw. RoboCop got woke.
I'm sorry, RoboCop got woke is one of the stupidest things I read on.
Thank you. Thank you. He still runs on DOS, thankfully.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Jeez.
You're killing Joker.
Oh, you go way faster when you jump. Can I just... I'm just gonna... Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna hop. Oh, you get your gun. It's just
And
like
he
the...
twirls it!
It's just like the freaking arcade game! Even all these years later, all this game wants to be is RoboCop Arcade. There's a dude on a bike. Man, this is just calling back to the arcade game. You know what? This isn't too bad.
I was gonna say this doesn't look bad.
This is kind of okay. Surprise car.
Rip.
Ah, it's
Rip
dead.
to the guy it ran over.
RoboCop, the outlaw, trying to stop unlawful evictions.
Good for him.
Good for you, RoboCop.
Yeah, how did this one get canceled?
Yeah, we've seen way worse. The Game Boy Color one got released. This seems way more likely to be something people would, you know, actually want to play. Boss, huh?
Boss.
It's a freaking school bus. His face in the lower left corner, I just noticed.
Yeah, it's degrading.
And he does this little dance when he defaults to standing still.
We did play the unlicensed Korean RoboCop on the MSX, yeah.
Look at this guy!
What the hell? Is he okay?
Yeah. We played the MSX1 RoboCop game that was released in Korea. I only found out about that a couple days ago.
Hey, man. Okay.
Oh, fuck! I didn't stand a chance. Yay! This is pretty jank, but no, not the worst game we've seen tonight. Why didn't they take a chance and release it?
I don't know. It's a shame.
I have some idea of why they might not have released it. They may have wanted to pour all their resources into one of their final games, because one of the last things Titus did before it folded was release a next-generation RoboCop for PS2 and Xbox.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Xbox one was the only one released in the US, but there was a PS2 version released in Europe, and that's going to be the final game we play tonight, so let's go for it. We gotta do it. We gotta end with the 3D RoboCop, as featured on Bad Game Hall of Fame and other sites that chronicle terrible, terrible video games. We gotta see RoboCop on PS2.
All right, here we freaking go.
Oh yeah, and there was a GameCube version in Japan too, so everyone got to enjoy this.
Oh, good.
Let's play it. Still one of the worst FPS of all time. Yep. let's enjoy this together. Ah! Ah!
Nope. No.
It's like one of those fursuit heads that's too realistic.
I don't like it. No. Who said good? Take that back.
That was the worst thing I'd ever seen.
I don't like it.
So the road ends here. Our final RoboCop game of the night. I hope it's just him walking to the right and shooting everyone. You didn't have to do that.
The police. Drop all your weapons.
He enunciates so well.
He does.
Yeah, put that shit on the Scary Logos
It
wiki.
is.
He's back.
Crime will not be tolerated. You have been warned.
I don't buy it. I don't buy this RoboCop. This is some kind of faker to me. This kind of RoboCop wouldn't say, "Stay out of trouble," and I'd believe it. I'd just be like, whatever, dude.
Whatever, RoboCop. Get out of here.
Fucking stuff it. I'd tell RoboCop that.
Oh, I'm RoboCop. My family's dead and I'm sad. Wow. Who cares? Sorry, that was really,
In
really
politics,
harsh of
the
me.
electoral campaign for mayor of Neo Detroit was launched this morning by incumbent mayor Thomas Crowford. During his kickoff speech, the mayor sought to reassure his constituency by enumerating the measures he would take to halt the skyrocketing crime rate of Neo Detroit.
In sports news, Wesley Williams is still in a coma, the result of a massive heart attack suffered just after completing an 8.59-second 100-meter dash. He is suspected to have taken massive doses of performance-enhancing drugs.
I see. Was he on nuke?
What was he on?
I don't know.
That would have been like testosterone, I guess.
Good evening, RoboCop. We've received a distress call from a store owner in the eastern sector of Neo-Detroit. 2 rival gangs are battling it out in the street. Get over there as soon as possible and take care of it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Be careful out there. Things are getting hot.
I like your little RoboCop throne.
Mm-hmm. This is movie accurate. He has that little throne. That's where they reprogram him to make him conscious about the environment.
I could see him giving a shit about the environment.
Let's do it. Let's solve some crimes.
Mind-boggling graphics. Sorry, just with all the other things we've seen today, this is just graphically, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. We've seen some pretty crusty-looking games. Remember that Apple II RoboCop?
I was about to mention the Apple II one, actually.
I'm surprised that exists.
Ooh, some of the same devs who worked on this worked on Superman 64.
Oh, boy. Well, Alex, it's a first-person shooter.
Well, good for it.
Even better, inverted axis, and you cannot change it. Oh, I have to save this guy. Save. Where's the save? Well, I found the twirl button. Can I not save him anymore? Maybe he doesn't want to be saved.
Yeah, because you shot him. He's afraid you're going to shoot him again. This reminds me of Narc.
Look out! A shopkeeper's been taken
It's a little bit like Narc.
I don't know why, but it's the nasty grody-ness of the environments, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, she wants to...
You are under arrest.
Hey, you did it! I do like the criminals that see RoboCop and are immediately like, nope, not gonna do it. All right, arrest
Those
me.
are the smart ones.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm sorry.
So guess what? RoboCop in this game has predator vision. And it looks like shit.
It does look bad.
It's very hard to play the game like this, so I'm not gonna do it. It does exist. Frame rate also drops like crazy whenever there's more than one guy on screen. Look out, man! It's the RoboCop! Energy. Well, I have 1 ammo. Let's see if I can get some more. Okay. We're good now. It's a really bad shot. Luckily, you can take a lot of damage in this game. And you will, because the controls are shit.
Drop your gun. You're under arrest.
Nice shot.
Thank you. I didn't expect that to go well. It hasn't so far this stream. I think that's the first citizen I've successfully saved. Yeah, this RoboCop's really cheesy in this one, too. He says bullseye and like, oh yeah! What's wrong with your face? That poor man's PS2 rendered face. Ooh, shoot, RoboCop. Oh no, I'm back to single shot. This sucks. Oh, you were right here. Can I just, like, melee you? Is that a thing? I can do this. He's not hitting me.
He's just chilling.
I don't have a melee attack. Okay.
Please, dude, don't kill me.
Thank you. You've been a great help.
And this is how it ends. There were occasional RoboCop games after this. There was a couple of flip phone mobile games. Of course, probably some shit for iOS and Android too. And recently there was a PC game called, like, what, Rogue City that I hear is supposed to be really good. So maybe that game finally fulfills the promise of RoboCop in video games, but historically, video games have not been kind to this poor man.
No, they have not.
Alex Murphy has suffered so, and video games did nothing to help with his suffering. Some games were good. Some that really leaned into the action, like RoboCop vs. Terminator on Genesis, I thought those were good. But for the most part, it just felt like video games didn't know what to do with poor RoboCop, even though it's the most obvious thing in the world. He's a robot cop who shoots people.
I beg you, don't kill me.
He sounded sarcastic. I sure would hate it if you'd killed me. Oh no, I hope you don't do that.
Take that mother out.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Ammunition. Energy.
That was so cartoony.
What the hell?
I need to place this bomb. Because RoboCop needs to blow up this SUV. And then we can move on. This game is bad, but, like, in my opinion, it's in an enjoyable kind of way. Maybe it gets really difficult and really shitty later on, but I appreciate just how boneheaded and stupid this game is.
It's a very bonehead game.
It's a game where you just charge forward, and you're a RoboCop, so you don't take damage from anything. And you just shoot dudes. Honestly, it's better than I would have expected from Titus, of all people. Is Donkey Kong up there? There's dudes rolling barrels down at me.
Well, how would you stop RoboCop?
I probably just lay down and cry.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I won't even ask for my lawyer. That's fine. Did you see that you picked up baby food?
That was baby food!
They finally did it! We were talking about it!
Oh my god, this is the best RoboCop game then. He
yeah,
finally
this
eats
is the
baby
one where
food.
You eat the baby food.
Oh wait, can I actually... Oh shit.
Got his ass.
That looked normal.
What are you gonna do with the nuke stuff?
Oh, I don't know. Probably just leave it there.
Okay.
It's fine where it is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you just pick up a wrench? I can use this. Alright, folks. What are the best looking RoboCop games we saw tonight? I'm saying RoboCop vs. Terminator on Genesis. Arcade RoboCop, despite being the first, was still probably like top 5.
Oh, absolutely.
RoboCop 2 Arcade, I think, is worth looking at if you've never played it, because it's unique, it's original, it's pretty fun, too, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. I would recommend loading that up in MAME, because they're never going to re-release that. Oh, good, we're doing sewer puzzles! Fuck!
You love it. You love sewer puzzles. You're like, boy, I can't wait to pull some valves and get the water levels and see some oh man.
They immediately throw you into the sewers and start making
like a
you
maze,
they start making you do valve puzzles. That's awesome. I'm gonna put on Predator mode. Oh, you can zoom in while you do this.
That looks like garbage.
That looked like shit.
Ugh.
In conclusion, RoboCop is a complex man, but he's also a machine, which makes him even more complex, I suppose. Good graphics. Just kill me. Just let me die in this sewer. That's what I deserve.
Please kill RoboCop. He's been suffering for so long.
What's with the bouncy UI? Rest well, RoboCop. You're in better hands now, luckily, with Rogue City apparently being pretty good, but as far as classic RoboCop games are concerned, tread with caution. That's my advice to you. And with that, we're done. That's our complete look at every RoboCop game, pretty much. I omitted stuff like the Amstrad CPC, which was similar to the ZX Spectrum. There was also the RoboCop pinball table, which we'd played on stream before. But overall, that's pretty much all the RoboCop they ever made for classic consoles, for better and for worse. We're done. That's it. Thank you to our patrons for voting to make this. And thanks to our boys who are about to kiss any minute now, so keep watching. Thanks to our patrons, patreon.com/retropals. If you're at the $5 tier, you get to vote for what we play during our Wednesday showcase streams. The time has come. This is it. Next week is the start of Patron Request Gauntlet 6.
Yes.
Patrons, tune into that page. Tune into it. That's what you do.
Tune in.
Go to patreon.com/retropals this Friday for a chance to suggest a game to play during our next Patron Request Gauntlet. Those are always fun. So many weird games. So much weird undiscovered stuff that I'd never heard of before. I'm looking forward to this one, and hopefully you are too.
I am.
Alex, why don't you wrap us up? I'm going to look for Raid Target.
We are also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post full-length highlights of our streams there. Our latest one is a look at platformers on MS-DOS, so if you want to see Rallo Gump be a Rallo chump, please do check out our highlight.
I love you, Rallo Gump.
We also have some social media handles, cohost.org/retropals and Blue Sky. You can join us there to find out when we go live on Twitch, when we've got new videos up on YouTube, and all the RetroPals news you can use.
Oh man, we have choices tonight.
We do.
There's so many people streaming stuff I want to see, and yet, man, okay, I gotta do this. We're raiding Ren M, the millipede VTuber. She is playing Virtual Hide-Lide in celebration of the game's recent anniversary, so go enjoy some Virtual Hide-Lide. Yeah, that's it for us. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See ya, folks.